Hey, what's up? Brian here with the Holy Roller playing craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise. And today we're at the LA port, Los Angeles, not Louisiana, Los Angeles. And we're getting ready to go on the Navigator of the Sea. So let me show you what that embarkation is all about. And so this is the long line, but Amber's up here and then I'll show you how it goes. So here we go.
Welcome to the Holy Roller, where it's all about playing craps, earning free cruises, and a whole lot more. Thanks for watching. Now let's get rolling.
All right, there's the ship right there. Okay, there are a couple things that you want to do before you get to the line, and that is check in. You can scan, you got to download the app. You scan your passport or your documents, and then this is the big one. Watch the safety video the day of when you check in on your app. Now, when you watch the safety video, the thing that's really awesome is that when you go to your muster station, you don't have to get the whole drill because you watched it on the video or on your app. So it's really quick. You just have to check in at your muster station. So anyway, that's the first thing we're gonna do when we get on board, and then we'll show you from once we get on board until we get to our stateroom, okay? And right now it is about 10 o'clock, a little bit after 10 o'clock, and we have an 11 o'clock boarding time. Some places it doesn't matter what boarding time you have, and some it does. They have you line up in front of your time. And so we're lined up in front of our time, and then I think the first one was like 10:30, and then we're 11, so we'll be right on pretty soon after. But I'll show you what to do step by step on embarkation day. Okay, here we go. All right, here's the app, and when you go to check in down here at the bottom, that's where you'll have your boarding passes, and then these will scan right here. And then here's safety. When you go to safety, you'll be able to watch the video. You'll see that we completed it. You listen to the sound, that's completed, and then you can see that this is incomplete. You pretty much got to find your muster station. It looks like we are, what is that, B9 on the open deck, deck 4. So that's the place we'll go right when we get on board. Okay, out front there's pretty much these like temporary tents. I mean, they're pretty permanent, but they're tents. Sorry, there's this little small one over here, and then there's a bigger one over here. And then they have the Pinnacle and Key. If you want to get in, you go to there. Everybody else goes in this long line that just goes down forever. And then what happens is they take you from this line and put you in this little tent for processing. Once you get into this little tent for processing, then they send you into this bigger tent for security. And so they let like a certain amount of people in each like round, and so that's kind of how it works. So it does take a lot, like it's not necessarily, well, we haven't really, they just started, but it's definitely not as easy and a flow as like Galveston, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, every other port I've ever been to. So just wanted to let you know. So see, they're loading us into this tent, and then they'll check our passes as we pass, and then we'll go into that other tent. All right, once you go outside of the security part, then you head into this part here. All right, and then we check in here. You need your boarding pass and your passport. We did have to show our boarding pass and our passport to get through each step right there. And then now we are getting checked in, and then we'll be sitting. Pretty much we come up here and we check in, and then we'll be sitting in those seats right there, waiting until they go. Okay, we're sitting now, and once they open the gangway, all we'll have to do is scan our boarding passes one more time. You won't have to have your documents out anymore after you get checked in right here. So, you ready?
Yep.
And when you come on, you can take a picture right there, or you can just get in line and go up, which I don't think anybody gets a picture right here, but there'll be other places to take pictures as well. All right, then you can see the ship there, and this is the little gateway, gangway. Here's the gangway that we get on, and we just go on. And it looks like we'll be getting on to deck 4, it looks like. Amber, since we drove, she brought 2 bags. She brought 2 bags because we weren't flying. Actually, 2 bags and a backpack For DiceCon and for the cruise? Yep. Okay, we're going to Vegas after this cruise for DiceCon, and so she got extra stuff. But we could have left it in the car. I guess, I don't know. But now we're getting on, and the first place we go, remember, the first place you go is your assembly station or your muster station. And so we're going through the little gangway now, and then I think we'll get on right there, and then we'll scan, and look, B9, there's B9 right there. That's B9. Like our muster station or our assembly station is right there where we get on. This is amazing. We don't have to go far to find it. This is gonna be great. So in case of an emergency, if you hear the alarm sound, you'll always just go to your assembly station. And so that's why it's good to know where it is, and that's why you check in the first thing. And the video explains everything. But if you didn't watch the video, they'll explain everything while they're there. So now, once you do your muster station, then it's time to go to the Windjammer, the buffet, get some lunch, and wait, because the rooms aren't going to be ready until about 1 or 1:30, sometimes 2 o'clock, but I think this one will be 1:30. The rooms will be ready. And then what we'll do is we will go to the rooms, get our key to our room. So the key to your room will be at your room. But right now we're gonna go to the buffet and grab some food. So there's the promenade. We came in on deck 4. This is deck 5. And that's the promenade. And we're going all the way up to 11 because that's the Windjammer. That's where the Windjammer is. So let's see. Let's walk across. Let's go. Let's do this. Okay, I am gonna do a video tour of this ship. And so right now we're just doing the Embarkation. I will do a tour of the Navigator. You will see the whole thing. But check out that hot tub. Oh my God, it's ready. And look, this bed's first come, first serve. I guess if we are tired, we could just get one of those beds right now. But we're hungry. We're more hungry than tired. So let's go. Let's go. And remember, we will have a tour of this ship that you can watch. So if you haven't subscribe to the channel. But hey, we're not done yet. Let's go eat. Change of plans. We were on our way to the Windjammer, but here at the pool deck on the Navigator, they have El Loco Fresh. And so it's tacos, burritos, nachos. I think I'm gonna eat here instead of the Windjammer. Time to eat. You may notice that we brought our luggage with us. You don't have to bring your luggage with you. If you do drop off your luggage with the porters, people always say, hey, what should I tip? The proper etiquette or whatever, some people say, how much should I tip? It's been around and it's been common that it's $5 per bag. Now you don't have to do that, but remember, the gratuities that you give on the ship are not included with the people that do the porter out at the port. So the porters that bring your luggage on, $5 per bag would be a good tip, in case you're wondering. Then the other thing about that is you won't get your luggage until sometimes 3 o'clock or even later. So you should always have at least a backpack with you with all the things that you're gonna need from the time you get on board until about 3 or 4 o'clock. Sometimes it's even later. So sometimes if you wanted to get on, get in the pool or whatever, you can either wear it on or have a backpack with you. We just keep all of our luggage with us. We don't bring a lot, but that's one little tip when it comes to embarkation and getting on for the first day, because right now I could go to the restroom, I could change into my swim gear, and I could get in the pool or the hot tub or whatever. The people that check their luggage with the porters, they're not gonna have that luggage until about 3 o'clock, even though the rooms will be ready around 1:30. Sometimes you won't have your luggage until 3. So keep that in mind, but anyway, I still have to eat. That's what I'm gonna do, and then I'll get back to you. Well, you're enjoying lunch, you're enjoying the music, you may even decide to enjoy the pool or the hot tubs. But before you do that, make sure to get on the Wi-Fi. Let me show you how to do that. So you go to your settings, and then when you go to your settings, you wanna go to Wi-Fi connection, and then you wanna get on the guest Wi-Fi right away. And the reason why you wanna do that is because, and let me show you, go to the app, and then you go to internet right here. And the reason why you want to do that is because now, once you get on the internet, now you don't have to have the internet package. You could use the app for free. You can text back and forth with friends for free that are on the ship, okay? So you want to use the app for free right now, even if you don't have the internet package, because what you're going to do is you're going to be able to plan your cruise. And so once you're on the Wi-Fi, as you can see, then you can go to the daily planner and you can start reserving and putting stuff on your calendar. Like for example, the shows that may need like reservations, they're gonna book up and they're gonna be all sold out by probably 1 or 2 o'clock. So what you wanna do is you wanna check the shows, see what kind of show you wanna go to, and then put it on your calendar. So let's see, where is it? Here's the welcome show, let's get that. Let's add that to our calendar. Sometimes you can just add to the calendar easy, and then sometimes you have to reserve it. So like I said, we're looking for ones that we have to reserve, and you can go through each day. So let's look at day 2. We can see what kind of shows we want to reserve all the way through till the end of the cruise. So even on the last night, what do I want to book for the last night? I want to book the last farewell karaoke, or I want to do the farewell comedy. Yeah, let's do it. So these ones, I could just schedule it, and so they'll go on my daily planner. So then when I go right here, and then I go to my calendar, then those will show up on my calendar. So go through the daily planner once you get on board and during lunch, and just kind of reserve everything that you want to do.
So then what else do? You walk the ship, you get acquainted with the ship until your rooms are ready, but you can also come to the promenade area, which I like to call as the mall, and you can actually get like your drink package, your cups. I guess you can get that at any bar if you pre-order the drink package. And then also you can go to guest services if you have any questions. Remember, on the door of your cabin, that's where your room key will be, your set sail pass, and you'll use that for anything and everything. So that's when you'll kind of make sure to know that everything's fine. Speaking of that, it's gonna be a couple hours, but I'm just gonna jump to when the cabins are ready right now. Here we go. See these big doors right here? These are usually shut until they announce that the doors or the cabins are open. Once they're open, you'll be able to walk and find your cabin number. And then when you do that, here's your keys. Your keys are right here. And then you just open them up. Right, this time we have an ocean view, which is a window, Amber. And so let's see. This is on deck 2. So it's gonna be close to the water, which is really nice. I mean, that's not gonna be the water. The water's still down there, but it's nice because you have the sun coming in. Here is the setup. And see, just like I said, remember, our rooms are ready, but look, luggage is still not even on board yet. That's somebody's luggage, even though their room is ready, and they're not gonna get it until like 3 or 4 o'clock. So just so you know, that's why we bring our luggage with us. Now you might be saying, hey, what if I come with a friend? These split, these are 2 twin beds. I don't know if you can see, 2 twin beds. And so then these would be in the middle, and then you could put one on this side and one on that side. And so then you could walk up to the window. So anyway, you just ask for your room attendant can separate these. And but let's give you a little tour of this room here, okay? Is there a safe? Yes, there is a safe, okay? How about the places where you would put your stuff? Is there a refrigerator? Yes, there is a refrigerator, which is not a fridge. Actually, it says it's not a fridge. It's just kind of like a ice box. So if you get a bucket of ice from your room attendant and put it in here, then this will be like a fridge. How about that? And then you have a vanity mirror here, and you do have some extra, like, what is this, extra storage right here. And then of course that's always like set just like that, right? And then you do have just very minimal plugs in these older ones. If you do bring one of these, a European plug adapter, you can actually have more plugs. But some of the older ones, you're not gonna have plugs everywhere. Okay, let's turn on the light here. So then we can see our closet. All right, so there you go. You got your closet there. And you can see it's pretty tight. You know, you're gonna have to keep that there. That door is the hallway size, right? And here, is this for the restroom? Yes. Okay. There's the restroom, and it does have a step up, so watch your step. And this is the shower. And so, have you ever seen those things at the bank, you know, where you put your money in and it goes whoosh, you know? That doesn't happen here. But that's what it reminds me of when you're in the shower and hitting the walls. And then speaking of whoosh, this is kind of funny, but you know, obviously don't flush stuff that you're not supposed to flush down the toilet. But it's vacuum, okay? I know this is kind of like, what kind of video has this turned into? But watch this. It's a vacuum, so a little bit different. It sounds different. Doesn't that sound different? It sounds different. Okay, do I digress? No, I don't digress, because I'm getting ready to tell you something that you need to know. And it has to do with your card. Once you get your card, you'll be able to see when your dinner is, okay? So see how this says My Time Dining on deck 3? Now, I do not have My Time Dining. This was a mistake, and so I went to the dining room and I asked them, hey, can I get early dining, please? And it would normally say 5 p.m. or early dining, and then it would say what deck and the table number. So I know I'm at table 609. On deck, what is it? Deck 4, Amber, right? So that's not my dining time. So I could take this to guest services and they could print out a new one for me. Or I could just know that that's not where I go. I just show them the card that I got. And so the stateroom doesn't say, we're on deck 2, but it never says what deck you're on. It only says what stateroom you are. So if you lose this, people don't know your exact room. They just know 248, so they would have to go to every level, but we're actually 2248. And so the 2 and 3 on the navigator are the ones with the windows, you know, and then above that would be the ones with the balconies. So the lower you are, the less you feel the ship moving. Yes. and having the window and the light coming in and being able to look out at the sea is pretty awesome as well. So yes, we did it. We went to our muster station. We went to lunch. We went and explored the ship and enjoyed some of the stuff until our room or cabin was ready. And once it was ready, now we're here, and now we're gonna unpack, unwind, and I think the next thing we're gonna do is dinner. Is that bad that we did lunch and then our next thing is dinner? No, not really. But we're gonna go to dinner, and until next time, subscribe and watch this video, and I hope to see you cruising and rolling on a craps table soon. See ya!